Maybe we should make a new one like the UK soundtrack or something. I don't know. All right, so unlike our Sonic players, both of our Tails players, for reasons, play in 4:3 resolution. So I need to go make a. I guess I should make a layout now. Yeah, better late than never, right? Yeah. Yeah, streamer, you should have done that earlier. No, we're good. Just gotta get their captures going on here. Um, who's commentating this race? I should know this. But I'm giving you all a chance to feel involved while I capture their layouts because I'm totally looking for a way to buy some time and continue to interact with you lovely Homo sapiens and hetero sapiens. Because that's the things I do here. Alrighty, and let's go first. Y'all know, I got some sophisticated stuff here. I'm gonna show y'all this. But I don't feel like showing it to you now. Alright, let me get one more layout here on the fly. Alright, we got this one here. Oh my lord, I'm so mad at this. I'm so mad at Finalflame right now. I'm so mad at you. Oh wait, I have the people in the wrong spot here. Alright. Someone made sure to tell Flying Fox to relax, relate, and release. Make sure they I don't want them to sit here and have an aneurysm over scenic speed running. I know it's the hotness, but can't have y'all having medicational issues from this. Alright, we got them all captured. See, on the fly. See, right there, live edit for you. Bump that. Alright, so let's make sure that we have our commentator. Oh, that's right. Chrono is commentating here. So Chrono is going to how are we going to do this? I'm trying to remember how to do this. We're going to have Chrono here. All right, hold on one second here. Hold on one second here, y'all. All right, y'all. You ready? Are you ready? I hope y'all are ready. So we got Flying Fox on the left,
hello?
Finalflame on the right, and let's pass it over to Chrono for the commentary, shall we?
All right. Hi there. I'm Cronin. I'm going to be commentating this race between the FFs, the Master Tails runners of Sonic CD. It's going to be a good one. They both have quite a bit of experience, and it's going to be a good one. Going to be a little bit different from the Sonic race yesterday. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So we're going to have a countdown here in a second. Just be a little bit. See, I guess just one thing real quick. So Tails does not have the peel out in this game. Instead, he can fly, and that's going to be abused pretty quickly here in like the first two stages, and again in Collision Chaos. That makes him actually faster than Sonic, because Sonic may be faster, but if you can just fly over the whole stage, well, that's there's no way of beating that. But aside from that, he just has a regular spin dash. He also has probably a harder trick than Sonic does at a boss, the Wacky Workbench boss. But I'll try to hit all these points as we go through it. Yeah. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Alright, countdown's beginning. 3, 2, 1, and 0. 0 go. Alright, here we go. Blast off. Okay, so they're going to be getting these speed shoes here, because you got to get that speed shoes for the speeds. Going to just pretty much get set up for a flight and just go right to the end of the stage. Okay, pretty good. Nice second split there. Flying Fox with about a second lead. But it doesn't really matter, it's just going. See if I can get this in time. We're gonna have fast flight shown off here. There's another speed shoes box, and if you bounce off of it and hit flight on the way up, you can keep both the speed and the bounce for pretty much a maximum flight possible. You can go straight to the end of the stage. It's a little tight on the jump. Yeah, looks like Finalflame missed it, so he's just going to have to play through normally. There's still plenty of chances to catch up in this race. Okay, so again, the bosses in this game are, for the most part, pretty weak, although there are some exceptions. The strat here is the same as Sonic, just aerobionic in the butt. And he's down. He's a very weak butt, it seems. And there is a tech here. Oh, looks like a... Okay, yeah. Just, waiting for it to catch you. But yeah, there's this tech here where you can spin dash and go straight into the tube. Now that's not guaranteed. It is not. You have to have some pretty good timing and some good movement, and you just go right in. So that's the best way of doing that stage. So very solid. Oh, nice. And Finalflame got the camera glitch here. If you go too fast, and the game doesn't really know what to do with the side of the level there, so it's just like, it's whatever. Just forget about it. Alright, Collision Chaos. This is going to be another stage where you just go flying. So again, speed shoes, absolutely important. But you can just use a spring. You don't need to bounce off anything, and it'll just send you all the way above the screen. Fly, hold right. Yes, Sega CD version did not have Tails, just Sonic. Okay, so for Collision Chaos 2, you can again fly the top, but that's only going to be used right here at the beginning, just to skip this kind of annoying bubble section that we fortunately don't have to see. And just take the quick route to the speed shoes, and then again, another flight straight to the end. Yeah, it's a little rough landing up there with the grasshopper bots. You can deflect their fingernails with just a jump with your spin ball, but they shoot out pretty quickly, so it can be kind of annoying. Okay, Collision Chaos 3. This is a little bit easier with Tails because you can use flight to correct your movement. It's pretty hard stage. Requires quite a lot of practice. She'll show that off there just to make it solid and just make sure it gets over with. So that's a 16 from Flying Fox and a well, it's gonna come up here in a second. Finalflame also here. So it's a pretty hard stage. Again, things can go wrong very easily. Robonic's sending down these bombs at you. He has a very good shot somehow. You have like I think about 3 seconds between shots, and it's, you know, it's a pinball section, so it's just chaotic. All right. So Tidal Tempest 1 is a little different with Tails. You can't use a peel out, so you're not guaranteed getting up this slope. It is in fact called the nope slope for this reason. If you have bad subpixels and a bad speed with a spin dash, instead of rolling up the slope, it'll just stop you and you'll fall down. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to go into the underwater section because 1, it's a water section. 2, it's really slow. And maze-like. It's much better to just take the top route. Okay, and so Flying Fox still has a good lead here. She's going into Tidal Tempest 2. Okay, and I saw that they did actually agree to take the IGT strat here. And this route here that she's taking is actually the same for every category of this game. Yeah, so we're gonna see time travel here and probably only here, hopefully. It will lose time in almost every other stage, but it will save time here because there is, in the present time, there's like some walls and gates and a bridge, breakable bridges that disappear when you go in the past. They just block you and just slow things down, so that's why we do that in the speedrun. There's also a second use at the end here, this like crushing wall, and you can usually jump through it, but sometimes you miss a cycle and it's going down. But if you have the time travel, you'll just fly through the other side. And the other advantage of time travel is it stops the timer for a second, which is allowed in IGT, as long as it's used as an in-game technique. So cool stuff. Now it's going to a really hard boss here. This is Tidal Tempest 3. Boss is insanely difficult. Just gonna hope they're able to pull this off. I'm just holding my breath. Okay. Okay, Flying Fox got it. Okay. Okay, that's stressful, and looks like Finalflame is going for it too, and I think he's gonna get it. It's yeah, no, you're invincible. You just fly right in there. It's whatever. Now, if you didn't know that, it would be very hard. Maybe. Anyway, Quartz Quadrant. These stages are like little speedway stages. It's all about just knowing the route, jumping at the right time, flying at the right time, and keeping your momentum through. So they're gonna want to aim for low 20s on this stage here. The worst part of it is actually at the beginning. There's this tube that sucks you in and takes you to the bottom route, but you can fly over it. It's pretty much the same as Sonic's route. There are some options that you could take, but I think they're just gonna go for the conventional bottom route. There's just one thing at the end of Quartz Quadrant 2. You can take the tube and just fly to the end, rather than having to hit the springs, because Tails can fly. So this is going to be like a mid-20 is going to be optimum. Yeah, that was nice movement by Flying Fox at the end there. It's kind of a hard S-curve to do. Okay, Finalflame gets it as well. Yeah, Quartz Quadrant 3, now I was joking before, but this is honestly the easiest boss in the game. Well, Palm Tree is really easy too, but this boss, he literally destroys himself. I mean, Robotics did genius, but I mean, it's times like this where like you really question it. But Tails is getting a nice work at, so whatever, it all works out. I mean, it's just like, what is he doing? Like, if is this like a workstation? Like, what is the point? He's just staring at spikes. He's dropping a bomb in front of him. Is he just like timing his bomb drops? I don't get it. Anyway, so nice funny boss. Or something. Anyway, Wacky Workbench, this is actually where we start getting into the hardest parts. Wacky Workbench is a very difficult stage for any character. It's again, has these bounce floors which can really screw you up and send you into these vertical chambers that are really hard to get out of, especially quickly. So they're going to have some very controlled flight and try to hit these platforms in like a solid fluid motion. So yeah, Flying Fox got a little screwed up here at the end. That's unfortunately pretty typical for a lot of runners. I'm sure it's frustrating. It always is, because you're right there. It's a tough stage. It's a very tough stage. This is probably the most difficult stage, actually. Just to do very fast. Like, you want to aim for a low 30 time. Actually, I believe Tails might be a little quicker than that, come to think of it. But they did pretty well. They did pretty well. Finalflame is actually keeping up, and he's not slipping at all. At any point, he can take the lead. But Flying Fox is also keeping it on very strong, and showing a really good performance here. Right, so not much to say again about Wacky 2, same kind of deal. Slight rot difference. There's a tube that you take, a little easier for Tails to get into it, and you can just hold right in that big area. You can take one of those bounces, go right through it as long as you have full speed, clear that whole area, and it's done. Good stuff. Wacky Workbench 3, okay, so the movement on this stage is pretty hard. There's this jump here. Flying Fox gets it with to clear the bounce pads at the end. Now, okay, this boss is the hardest boss in the game, over anything Sonic can do, because as you can see, what they're trying to do here is they're trying to fly onto the platforms as they spawn and then take another flight up. They're like a fast flight too, so they really want to hit it as soon as they can. And it looks like Flying Fox gets all three, so that's really good. Alright, so Finalflame is on it too. The time here is very precise. It takes quite a lot of practice to get even one, much less three. And Finalflame, FF, gets it as well. Great stuff. This race is pretty dang good. I'm honestly pretty impressed. They are not letting it slip at all. Alright, so start of Speedway. Again, this is kind of like Quartz Quadrant. It's not going to be very different from Sonic. It's just pretty much hold right to win, get some good jumps, and there's also a bunch of slopes that you can use to get a little bit of boost. Stardust 2 is a little bit more difficult. There is a pretty precise jump to hit. I think Flying Fox is going to hit it in a little bit here. You have to jump on the second slope right before the big gap, and you can get a flight to carry your momentum across it. Now, these runners, they know these stages very well, but if you didn't, the problem with Stardust is if you actually slip to a different route, especially in Stardust 2, you see how there's like, when the tubes get really tight, they get like a speed boost. If they went the opposite direction, it would lock their inputs, and it'd actually be sent very far into a different part of the stage. So it can go wrong pretty badly, but it's generally a good time. Okay, now for the race within the race. Metal Sonic is basic and sucks in this game. I'm sorry. He's rubber bandy. He can be a threat at the end of the race, but he's really not a problem. Robotnik's is actually the real problem here. If you have a lot of trouble here and just like waste your time, because he's moving at a set pace, but Metal Sonic will never just blast in front of you. He'll just, you know, chill and like, I don't know, be a little shocking, take a little dash, but he's having a good time for his short life. Rest in peace. But yeah, the only time that you can save in this stage is before and after the race. The race itself is pretty much an auto-scroller, so you just get to really enjoy the music and play along. But yeah, I'm honestly surprised. Like, I know this game is short, but man, we're already on the last stages. So for Metallic Madness 1, I'll see how they do it. You can take, you can just follow on the ground, or you can get like a really solid spin dash at the start, and then fly straight to the middle route, which is where, you know, the speeches is, so you have to go there. So it looks like Flying Fox is taking a little safe. Very solid, hitting that spring. If you hold right on that first spring, you'll hit the second one and just fly into the ceiling. And if you keep the time travel, that will actually make you time travel, which is a huge problem in this stage because it'll block you off. Because the stage design sometimes changes completely, and you'd have to go all the way up and around, which is could be 10 seconds or more of time lost. So it looks like Finalflame is also pretty much took the completely same route, same kind of intentions, nice and smooth, getting to the end. Alright, it's just coming to the end. Flying Fox has kept her lead the entire time, but there is the final stage, which has a pit and has double hit. Double hit is also a very difficult trick. Metallic Madness 2, there really isn't much to say. It's all about getting to the top of the stage as fast as possible and then just flying straight to the end. You don't have to worry about the pistons at all. They're not going to give you a horizontal speed boost. You can just fly away. Anyway. So yeah, Metallic Madness 3 has this pit. You can fly over with tails. If you do mess up, it can get really chaotic, but not much of a problem for Flying Fox. There's these lightning bugs here. Their movement is kind of random. You want to keep the invincibility and hit all of them while you still have it, because they're very difficult to hit without it. You have to do kind of like a curving motion with your jump. They're pretty dang tough. Okay, so double hit is very precise, much more precise than it is for Sonic. And okay, so she uses a pause buffer but misses it. This gives Flying Flame, Final Fox. Alright. Even though I get messed up. This gives him 10 seconds. However, I don't know if it's enough. She's going to have to go bananas, but I think it's in the bag for Flying Fox here. So that's going to be time when on the faded out. Or I guess it's final hit, but fade out I think is easier to time. Don't kill me, Flying Fox. I'm sorry. It's a there's a difference in timing on races. Anyway, GG to Flying Fox. What an incredible play. It was I didn't see like any big mistakes at all. Any small mistakes at all. And there's Finalflame. GG to him. Very close race. Oh man. Just the one mistake was the difference between the two, and they kept it together the whole time. Yeah, it came down to Palm Tree Panic 2, and they kept it that pace the whole race. So really good stuff. Honestly, these two are the best runners of this game right now. Flying Fox has always been there. Finalflame has been a solid player for a long time too. So definitely support these guys. Just check them out, follow them, give them a follow. Come on, please. They're good. They're good players. Yeah, that's pretty enjoyable. Good stuff. Okay, that was a good race. Yeah, I didn't actually had a different mic quality. But yeah, thanks guys for watching CD. Please I would say it's probably the easiest Sonic game to pick up if you're interested. Definitely. We're always around. We've been around, kind of close to good stuff. And yeah. Anyway, I'm Dragon. Thanks for having me, Big John. Awesome marathon. I have to get some food, and I'll be back to lurking.
Alrighty, yo. There we go. Another fantastic race. I tell you, these Sonic CD races. What's going on, man? Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed the amazing amount of Japanese music you got in that race there. You know how we got in Mania, how we can disable supersonic music. Yeah, we gotta find some way to disable the speed stream music. Actually, maybe we should just some of them just dynamically read a file. I wonder if we can just dynamically write the speed shoe and the invincibility tracks to be the current levels music file instead, so that way when they grab it, it just simply restarts the music. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta figure that one out at some point. But nevertheless, we're gonna move on again. Flying Fox and Finalflame, or what is it? Final Fox and Flying Flame. Or maybe you're into flying final flamed foxes. Or foxy final flaming flans. Or flaming foxy fly finals. What are the odds? Can you just imagine, let's roll it back to when we were first born, that they would eventually, from two different parts of the world, discover the same speed game and have a double F username on Twitch just to confuse all of us, so we can't just say FF. Good job, you all. I could have been like a Chester Cheetah or Last Llama, not Final Flame. I don't know.